Today we're hearing from a man who was beaten and bloodied by two Dallas police officers while he was in handcuffs. City Council just settled the case for $615,000. But one of the officers is still on the force, despite being fired by former police chief David Brown. Fox 4's Lori Brown has the story.
Clarice, this case raises questions about the Civil Service Board, a panel appointed by city council members that reviews cases when fired police officers are trying to get their jobs back. It's an issue that Mayor Mike Rawlings alluded to after the city approved the $615,000 settlement.
You can't put a real dollar amount on all the suffering and all the medical issues I'll have in the future.
John McDonald and his mother say his life will never be the same.
His memory loss is more dramatic. His trembling, loss of balance is more. He falls a lot more. He's unable to drive. They've taken his license away because of his seizures. Basically, I mean, his life has changed dramatically for the rest of his life.
The incident happened at Budget Suites off North Simmons Freeway in 2014. McDonald's girlfriend called police because he refused to leave. McDonald acknowledges he'd been drinking, but claims in his lawsuit that police rushed him.
Before I could even think, I was tackled into the wall and then wrestled on the floor.
He was disabled. He wasn't able to lift his arms up. His reaction times were slower. And what happened was the officers reacted very quickly while he wasn't able to do that.
According to police affidavits, two officers used force because McDonald was resisting arrest.
And then handcuffed, sat up on the bed, and then the two officers punched me in the face.
A motel security guard snapped this photo as he was put into the police car. One officer later resigned. The other was fired after an internal investigation. But then he was rehired last year after a two-day appeals hearing before the city's Civil Service Board. We learned only 3 of the board's 7 members were present for the hearing. The mayor raised concerns about the vacancies after Wednesday's vote on the settlement.
One of the issues in civil service is 6 of you folks, us folks, have not appointed somebody to the Adjunct Civil Service Board. So if you can kind of check and make sure you do that.
We were able to reach 4 of the city council members who did not have appointees on the board. They told us that their vacancies had happened recently and they are working to fill them. The officer who was rehired now works in DPD's communications department.